movies.
What is he doing?
What are you doing? You told me you were going to be working today.
Honey, I am. I'm doing work.
You're not working. You're watching The Green Mile again. All you do is sit around watching movies all day. You need to get a job.
I do work. I got a job.
Making stupid YouTube videos that nobody watches does not count as a job.
Oh, Lord.
Did you take out the trash?
Sure I did. Didn't I take you to a movie last week?
I should have listened to my mother and married a good Jewish monster like Frankenstein or Dracula or Jeffrey Epstein. But no, I married you. Get off the computer, take out the garbage, and go check the mail. Now!
Okay. No. What's this? Dark City. Dark City. Hey, honey, I got Dark City. Dark City. Yes! Dark City, baby!
They're reviewing Dark City, which is a sci-fi horror post-apocalyptic film.
Yeah, and we were just discussing, we both grew up in Dark City, so we're very qualified to speak on this subject.
1998 film, directed by Alex Proyas. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Turns out he also directed The Crow and I, Robot and Gods of Egypt. All interesting films.
Yeah, I looked up the stuff, good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I like The Crow with Brandon Lee.
And this came out a year before The Matrix, which a lot of people say, it was kind of in the vein, very similar, and a lot of work was being done in that style, I guess, at the time. And a lot of people, I guess Grant Morrison's book, The Invisibles, also people say was a source for The Matrix. They say this film coming out a year before was, very similar-ish. It was up for a Hugo Award, I believe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this was a good pick. My friend Wheezy here had picked this film, and this is, I guess I would categorize as like the thinking man's film, It's a little more thought-provoking and, a little more to it where, I don't know, these days I'm getting older, I just want a straight-ahead slasher or sleazy exploitation film.
Sure.
But I really enjoyed this.
Yeah. It's got the whole, I think it's, Kafka's like The Trial, where it's, you don't know what the hell's going on, and so him moving through the whole maze and figuring out what exactly is happening to him and what has happened to him is it's a fun ride to go.
Moving backwards, it's like this guy trying to figure out, who he is and what has happened to him.
Right.
Yeah, really very interesting. And it stars Rufus, I think I'm saying his name right, Sewell, and Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland.
William Hurt, and the beautiful and talented Jennifer Connelly, whom I've been in love with for many, many years.
I was the only, the only disappointment I had with her in here was that I think she could have been sexier. They could have placed her in a sexier role, and the sort of the wife going through this awful thing with her husband.
Isn't that crazy?
She could have been sexier.
Yeah,
I would have written a sexier role.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dark, pessimistic, and I found some other interesting notes here. I was looking up on Internet Movie Database and other places. Some of the set pieces from this film were sold to the production team of The Matrix. Interesting, huh? In particular, it was like a rooftop scene.
That's the way
yeah,
it
it
was.
was one of the set pieces. So, this is another little interesting thing I found. The budget for this film was $27 million, and it grossed $27,200,000. So it means to date, this is according to the numbers today, to date, this film has made $200,000. Poor Proyas, Alex Proyas. It's a great film, though.
And it's a cult classic. It's one of those ones that over time is, and I think it aged pretty well. I mean,
oh, absolutely.
One thing I found a little difficult before we get to any cons or whatever is I tried to watch it a couple times, and I just was like, I can't do this right now. And I think it was such a dark setting, and sometimes you can't even see what's in the scene completely. And I guess that's part of the art of it, And but it's like the sun never comes up,
Yeah,
you know.
sure.
So it's at times it's frustrating because everything is so dark. The entire style of film, is so dark that sometimes it's a little frustrating.
Yeah.
But for Dark City, I mean, it's. But then again, I'm making the point it's good art because it's.
Did you like the film?
I did.
Okay.
I'd seen it on however many lists, and like I said, sat down to watch it a couple times, and it was just like I said, the thing that frustrated me was how dark it could be, like literally dark.
Literally dark. Okay.
Not the dark,
Okay.
like dark story, but like the darkness of the scenery, and so yeah, I mean the story's it deals like you said negatives. It deals almost in negative space too. The guy doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
You know what's crazy about this film, Brandon? Weezy. A film so dark, we would expect to see somebody like Denzel Washington or Forrest Whitaker in it, but it never happens.
Right.
Do I like the film? I'm really glad you picked this one because I don't know if I would have ever watched this film.
Right.
Interesting characters. I like the weird, ominous beings called the Strangers.
Right.
That haunted and controlled the city. I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah, they were like some kind of a tribe or cabal. It was
very,
and like I said, that's part of the unraveling of what their interest is in him, and what are their motivations and intentions, and no spoilers. We'll do the best we can, but it's interesting too. If you want to look it up, the Flammarion engraving, where the fellow kind of is pushing through the dome and finding the next level. Like this sort of happens in this guy's journey where he kind of does find, he pushes through and, he's peeling the onion, so to speak, pushes through. So it's triumphant, it's a hard movie. The guy goes through a lot of shit, and they're definitely manipulating him and putting him in a situation and messing with everyone around him and. But yeah, the fellow prevails, in whatever way,
Yeah, look, it was a great story, and this type of story, I don't think we can get enough of. We probably don't have enough of it today.
Right.
In the end, it's like collectivism versus individualism, and the attack on the individual. I've seen this in 1984 and so many other films, and we need more warnings like this.
Good
seem
point.
to be absent in films today, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. So that whole hive mind against the individual trying to unlock what the hive mind is trying to do.
The cinematography was really good.
Yeah.
The set pieces and the acting.
Oh yeah.
The acting was really. William Hurt's great.
Oh, William Hurt was great. The band that Jennifer Connelly was singing in front of was really good.
What were we talking about? I wonder if that was really her singing.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
I looked it up. But like you just said, this is neo-noir, so it's like it still kind of takes from the gumshoe detective sort of. It had a little bit of that feel in it, even though it had a bit of a kind of a cyberpunk, futuristic, sci-fi feel. It was a philosophical movie.
And I like the quote from Roger Ebert. He said it was a great visionary achievement. And he compared it Metropolis and 2001: Space Odyssey with this film, and I think pretty much sums it up. I felt the same way.
Yeah. I can see both of those comparisons very well.
Those are all the notes I have.
Oh, well.
I enjoyed it. Definitely recommend this on my. What would you give it? Like on a 1 to 5, 5 being the best.
I'd give it a 4.5.
Yeah, I think I'd give it a strong, solid 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Definitely recommend it. Gotta be in the right mood to watch this film, though, right?
Yeah. And like I said, I had sat down a couple times and was just like, I'm not going in for all this. Because you could tell there's a bunch of mind game stuff.
Sure,
too.
sure.
And you know, for the fun of the audience, you know, there's red herrings going down and things like this that you think you understand, or it looks like this is definitely what happened, but it's not at all. You know?
Yeah. Kind of like Rush. You're wearing the Rush band shirt, you know, like one of my all-time favorite bands, but you really got to be in the mood to listen to Rush.
Well, you know, I saw Rush on the Counterparts tour, and you know, I thought, this is great because I'll never have to do this again in my life. I just checked off the bucket list, and it's not something I would ever do again. But hey, you know,
I caught them on the Presto tour. Yeah.
I thought it was the Roll the Bones with the rap. You wanted to hear the rap in there in
Oh my
particular.
gosh, how depressing. Oh, well, we don't want to go into that right now. But
Yeah.
definitely we recommend this film. And
Stop it! Stop it! This movie is for science fiction retards. There's no guts. There's no gore. All I wanted to see was Jennifer Connelly naked. Oh my gosh! Those big, beautiful golden clothes. You don't get to see them once. Nothing felt more like a coming-on-age film, like an Epstein Island, a Halloween horror special with some creepy floating kid and Bill Clinton and Joe Biden right behind them waiting to get What a missed opportunity. Beautiful Jennifer Connelly, and look, we get Epstein Island kids and Bill Clinton. Corn cop. This movie sucks. This movie was a joke.
gosh, how depressing. Oh, well, we don't want to go into that right now. But
Yeah.
definitely we recommend this film, and, you know, check it out. And thank you for watching, and click like, subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah, thank you for doing this with me and recommending this great film.
Hey, we'll do some more. We'll watch some more, and we're definitely gonna be talking some more shit. So.